Good morning, dupes, and welcome to another episode of Oxygen Not Included. We accidentally lost our last set of dupes because they were working over here and some sand fell and it entombed the building and it destroyed their potential, I guess. I don't know. Now we have to wait for another 2-3 cycles until we get another dupe, which is fine. We're not doing great with food, so hopefully we can get that under wraps soon. Got this guy growing, so we're gonna have a little bit more meal wood. That'll be good. So today, that's unreachable. Let's go ahead and bring this over one more. Well, hello. So that they can build that real quick. I kind of want to get this system running, and I guess I was also planning on going over to this. Is this where the cold is? Wait. Granite. Ice! Oh my god, it is a cold biome. I was pretty sure, but now we know for sure. And I'm so excited. Alright. Get some tile here, there, and there. Just so we know where things are gonna go. But yes, we need to get this system running. We also need to get our power running. Is this all hydrogen? Wasn't sure because this was kind of purpley, but I guess these things being weird colors is now a thing, so I guess I can just get used to it. Look at this. Everything is still a little germy, but not nearly as bad as it was. Some of it's actual just... oh, carbon. Oh, well, there you go. But this guy's working, so it's not nearly as germy up in here as it was before. Did we just turn over this? Yeah. So the dirt still got a little bit of germs, so hopefully they don't put that anywhere. Any germs in here? Just started some research for the Atmos sensor so that we can have that in here, so it only runs when there's no oxygen or no gases. No, the opposite. So it'll... I don't know what I'm saying, but I just want to say that I want it to turn off if there's no gas for it to be taking in. Alright, so let's take down these things, because we don't need them anymore. Cancel that! We do still need that. Let's put in a ceiling while we're here. Like so. So if there's someone doing research on 2 things, and we're using the microbe musher, we are taking more power than can be stored. We're actually taking more than can be made because it's pulling from the battery. So that's not good. Starvation. Sticky! Sticky, why? Go eat this. We're just barely producing food as it needs consumed. I got a lot of stuff here on the floor from digging this up. Oh, hi little one. We got 2 little BBs up here now. Which is good. We really should close this off. And they're so cute though. But yeah, we should probably build... burp. I wonder if that'll keep the gases out. Because technically it would go there. Oh, they make such cute little sounds. Alright. So let's see how things are progressing. We're gonna need this. Is this unreachable because of the lock? I don't remember what's happening here. So this has power. Hopefully it's not pulling any power. I was hesitant to start the research because I knew it would be pulling a lot. The one thing I could do is go, for right now, priorities, and I could make everyone but Chance have quite a low priority. I could even disable everybody but Chance. And then for him, we'll go all the way... oh. Standard. I'm at research. Very low. And then for Chance, let's stick it on, it being his priority. So we should, unless there's nothing else to do, only have one person on one of these. So that might help. Are you Jeremy? Are you holding something, Jeremy? No, we're good. We should probably disinfect and see if there's anything left over. Nope. You guys are so good. Hopefully these germs that, who was that? Snoops? Syrie? Snoops. That Snoops put on these the last time she harvested. Hopefully this stuff could die before the next harvest. So I don't want to have to do that whole system again. There's also a bit of polluted oxygen in here. Probably is not helping. I've been sitting here wondering why some of this right here had been dug out. It's because of that wire. That makes sense. I can't believe it took me that long to figure out, but there. I got it. There was a brief notice, but I don't know what it was. I keep getting this little like whoop whoop, but there's nothing over here and I'm not seeing it in time. Food shortages. Okay, that's probably what keeps popping up. Yay, shower for Syrie. Does that help them? Like, does it help their quality of life or something? Oops. Not a pause. There it is. Because I think Stinky just showered. Nope, he's grimy. So, somebody just showered. Alright, so Syrie finished her shower. This stoop is dirty and needs a shower. But she just showered. Did she have to stop her? No, because she's not going to get oxygen. She's going to go eat, I think. Interesting. And it doesn't make her a germy or anything, so she should be. She's showering. I don't know why she's not becoming clean. So at least she's doing well in her morale, because she's a duplicant. She had downtime. She has comfortable barracks, mediocre decor, and a nice bathroom. So she's doing pretty good. Who's our highest? I think Chance? And we're just level. We're at a 4 out of 4. So I finally know what the next update is going to be, and it's going to be rockets. Because of the space stuff, you can now go and explore and get materials from space. But for you to run the rocket, they'll need to have the job for it. And their job expectation is like horrifying. It's 30. They expect 30 morale, I think. And we're barely skirting by with like 4. Maybe 5. Can you imagine? They're gonna need like their own personal beds, their own personal bathrooms, their own personal bed in the hospital. Like they're gonna have to have their own houses in essence. Oh, look at it sleeping. Alright, so we need more copper. Poop. There's some up in there, but I actually don't think it would be a bad idea to dig down into this area. This is a vacuum. It'll give another place for this carbon to go. So they're working now. Let's go ahead and dig down. Get all of this copper. Please and thanks. I can at least be grateful that the meal lice that comes off of those germy plants is not contaminated, just the plant and the dupe who interacts with it. So there is that. I am still trying to keep an eye on it because I almost missed it, but we have 2 more that are going to get harvested. They aren't, it's not going down at all. It was on this first one. No longer. So I don't know if it's in the air or if it's because this bit of polluted oxygen here is making it worse, but yeah, it's not decreasing anymore, which is a little sad. But at least this whole batch of mealwood is ready to be harvested, so we shouldn't have a problem with food for a while now. I say that, and then I get this notification that not only do we have a food shortage, but someone is starving, so I'm sorry, but apparently I'm lying to you all. Alright, so we have the gas pump finished. It says that the gas pipe is blocked, but I don't think we have any gas pipes, so that's probably the main problem. Alright, so it could pump in the air, and then this will be the chlorine So it'll go up into this area right here, like so. And then this pipe will pump everything out into here somewhere. And it'll be any gases that this picks up that's not the chlorine, which hopefully should only be carbon dioxide or oxygen. So now what's the next step? Alright, so I'm going to build up this wall here because I will have them interact with this thing from over here. So I'll have them build up the ladder, come over, and then they can work here. I'll need another ladder probably, but it'll do. Just so again we can keep as much chlorine in as possible. Because if there was a door here, they have the potential of letting stuff in and out. And it would completely take away from this whole thing that I've been trying to build. So we're gonna try to avoid that and have this build up. And then we'll work on getting this ladder and everything done. Alright, so we have it working a little bit. So the gas pipe is going to be pulling in... Where's the button? That one? That never looks... It kind of looks like a heart to me, so I never remember that it's a gas cloud. So we kind of have it working. Anything... As long as it's pulling in stuff that's not the chlorine, it'll pump that out to here. But once we get this in, it'll be able to handle everything. But as soon as chlorine comes into here, it's going to get stopped because the pipe's going to be blocked. I'm watching these clouds that are coming off of the bleach stone. It looks like they make little angry skull faces, but not quite. It's just kind of like supposed to remind you of that, but it's not actually making it. Because I've like paused with the cloud going. I guess maybe if we paused it when it was a little slower. Do you see how it has like eyes? And then it dissolves. So it's not... It kind of looks like a toxic face, but not quite. Oh no, somebody started trying to carry the bleach stone, I think. So let's go ahead and place a storage there. Make that a high priority, and that one will hold nothing but bleach stone. Because that means we're getting a lot of chlorine up in here. It's all that work to try to avoid that. There's just something down here producing it. It's getting into the base. You guys have made this a disaster. I was wondering where that bleach stone had gone. Apparently it had auto selected right here to allow bleach stone. I really, really wish that was consistent between all of the storages and that when it discovers a new material, it does not automatically select it even if you had checked the overarching box, because it automatically checks that box. So, you know, like here we have a check automatically for fertilizer, but if we were to get another thing in this category, it seems kind of on or off on whether or not it will then check that new item in this one as well, or if it'll leave it as not checked. But so far, it seems like when it's the most inconvenient time, that's when it'll automatically check that thing into the storage. So hopefully it either becomes more consistent so you can expect it, or it will overall, across the board, not automatically select it. Because that's what I think I would prefer. I'd rather have to sit for a day looking at something on the ground being like, why aren't they picking it up? And be like, oh, I need to go okay it into storage. Than to have them carry bleach into the base. Or, you know, polluted dirt into certain areas, or, you know, that kind of principle. Not necessarily polluted dirt, but, like slime. You know, when I finally get to slime, I don't want them to automatically shove it in any box that allowed organic matter, you know? So. Rant end. Okay, so it looks like I won't need the automated Atmo sensor. Right here it says gas not, or pump not in gas, and so it'll automatically turn itself off once it's created a vacuum in itself. There's a lot of messages over here. Unpermitted food, unreachable food, duplicate downtime, starvation. They've all been working so hard over there that they haven't been making food. And we're out of life lift. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and hit that. We're gonna go back to mush bars, guys. I hope you guys are excited. Let's go ahead and put mush bars back into storage. Fingers crossed there's not germs anywhere in this system. Are we out of algae? Alright, organic Oh, we are definitely out of algae. Okay. First off, let's dig this up right here. Let's get that a high priority on the algae part. I just don't think about checking that, you know? Especially when we had such an abundant source for a bit there. So we got that. We have some over here. We can dig up this right here. That'll all help. It'll be good. We're also about to get to a big clump right here. And we're going to be digging up this area so we can dig up that algae. Look at that. Oh, and sleet wheat. Cool. Ah! What? What? No! There is a hatch down here. Okay. That's kind of a problem. Because it'll eat my mealworms. I didn't see that there was like these little cracks. I didn't see any cracks over here when I was digging it up. Probably should have paid more attention to that. It also looks like it must be kind of old. Yeah, it's gonna die in like 6 days. Because it came out and like laid an egg instantly. So I guess I'm only gonna worry about it for a couple of days, but it's gonna be eating my food, which really sucks. Hopefully it'll go to sleep here in a second. Let's dig up an additional spot right here. No. I mean, we can. But let's cancel that so that he'll have somewhere to sleep at night. So he won't be instantly picking up our food during the day. Okay. What just happened? Why is everything so germy? I was just sitting here chilling. They woke up, they were doing their thing, and Stinky came in and instantly washed his hands. I was like, wait a minute, you shouldn't be doing that, you shouldn't be germy. Whose bed said this? Proper English for the win. Hopper? Snoops? Snoops! For Christ's sake, stop being germy! So tired of writing that you're germy on your notes. That's 5 times for Snoops that I've caught her germy, and that's been lenient. And then we have another point for... Is it Hopper? Hopper! Bad dog! Alright, so that's 1 time dirty for Hopper. And that's a lot of germy for Snoops. Oh. And Muffin! Muffin! Dang it, Muffin! I don't know where Muffin just got it because her bed isn't germy. We have 60. Okay. I was like, she has a bed, right? Now everybody's got a bed. That's not a consequence I thought about when it came to accepting a new dupe. We're gonna need a new bedroom. You walk your butt there. You walk your butt there. Everyone clean up. I'm so disappointed in all of you. Whoa. Darn. Go wash your hand. Okay, there's a problem with our plumbing system, isn't there? Okay. Yes, there is. We have too much in the system. Okay, we need to disable that. We need... let's see if we can get the shower in. It'll give us a little more room, and if we don't pump any more in, we'll have some more space. Okay, so let's go ahead and get that disabled pronto, and then high priority all of this. There's a button for that, right? We'll do this, there. Alright. Ugh. Everyone's so gross. Look at our plant. 14,000 poison. What did I just make my pipes out of? Why am I making them out of granite? I mean, it's kind of already done, but I don't know why that was automatically chosen for that. Everyone's so germy and I hate it so much. Alright. Is that system closed yet? Please finish building this. Because the water won't go into those pipes until the 2 pipes are done. Okay. So that gave us a little wiggle room. The biggest problem, I don't know if I actually said this, the problem is there's not enough room for the water. So when they used the sink, the dirty water was completely backed up. So there was nowhere for the dirty water to go. And because there was nowhere for that to go, there was no way to use the clean water. And so that was completely halting the system. So hopefully this guy is disabled, so it won't be pumping any more of this in, because that's what it was doing, is it was continuing to try to push this in until it was completely full. So with that disabled, there should be this little bit of room, which should be enough to work, but everybody needs to go wash their hands. The other problem we seem to be having is the power. I need someone running this manual generator. Apparently that wasn't on a high priority, which I'm kind of surprised about. But it's not filtering the water as well, so that was another reason that it was backing up. It might have been the main reason it was backed up, but at least now we have a bit more of the system, and if the other thing wasn't the problem, it's been taken care of ahead of time. So now, of course, the one really dummy dupe is the one that decided to go run everything. Alright, so hopefully that's been dealt with. This is not what I wanted to spend this episode at all. Let's cancel that disinfect, because there's no point in cleaning it. I don't think. But are you cleaning the pipes? Okay. You do you. Well, I really wanted to get up into this area, but I don't think that's gonna happen today, unfortunately. We'll be building up into here next episode then, to get into what we definitely know is a cold biome now. And then we'll maybe even start working on this now that we have this system running. And then power. And then not germinus, and you know how this series goes. It doesn't behave like you want it to, so I hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and until next time, I hope you have a wonderful day.